Well, the Kuroko no Basket Season 3, Episode 23. As Akashi continues to dominate everything in the zone, Kagami is desperately trying to defend. With weird encouragement from Kuroko saying that he should just give up, Kagami realizes that this is the same when he faced Murasakibara. He should not try to become stronger by just playing the best he can. Then Kuroko decides that the only way to counter the eyes of Akashi is by lending eyes himself. So they defend in a shot that if Akashi makes that, he will take the game. And while Akashi managed to dodge Kagami, Kuroko, who's behind him, can just is fast enough to steal the ball from Akashi, finally crushing the egocentric basketball's ego. And it shows. Akashiya, in his rage, vows to take back the ball, but Kuroko's and Kagami's new combo take it again. With an even bigger desperation, Akashiya tries to block Kagami in air. However, remembering his words of his comrades, the second door mildly opens, and Kagami dunks over Akashiya, who falls down defeated. Well, the game is not over, but the way that is played is almost shows like Akashiya falls down defeated. And trust me, every single generation of Miracle is jaw-dropping. Because this is the first time, probably in his life. Well, not the first time that he was knocked down in basketball. Murasakibara did that in the flashback. But this is the first time, probably, that he faced a total, humiliating defeat. And for some reason, that rubs Akashiya the wrong way. I mean, he begins to play very sloppy. And he begins to talk to himself inside of his head. As Serin seems to take back the game, the team of Rakusan calls a timeout. As the coaches decides to sub out Akashiya, instead Mitsuhiri decides to scold Akashiya and asks who he is. With that, we see some flashback of Akashiya's life. Turns out that he was born in the Akashiya family where they had high standards. But his mother was very kind to him, introduced basketball to him in order for him to have something fun to do instead of all studying and all that stuff. However, when she died, his father became only more and more strict, and the only way to escape from that was escaping into basketball. But when the basketball changed after the coaches, Akashi got afraid he was gonna be left behind by his former teammates, and that way created the other Akashiya, or the Buku Akashiya, as we can almost call him. That Buku Akashiya was born of his own weakness, and it was also born the day when his father began to get him merciless in his teaching. However, now the real Akashiya from the basketball time, they have awakened. As Buku Akashiya still denies this, the real Akashiya says that he must, because this is a game he wants to win, and he need to win. So he must play this. So the Buku Akashiya decides to submit. As the real Akashiya awakens with a devilish smile, he answers Mitsuharu's question. I am Akashiya, of course. Something tells me that the game will now turn into an even greater despair. That's basically this episode. I mean, it had some awesome moments. Kuroko really shined here. He really proved that he can do something. And the reason how he could do this is because of his own Emperor Eye. I never said that before, but Kuroko is always good with misdirection and watching his comrades, therefore knowing their movements. The only way he could counter Akashiya's own Emperor Eyes was by reading his comrades' flow, not Akashiya's flow. Therefore, if Kagami didn't move the other way, Akashiya would move that way, so Kuroko could also move the other way of Kagami. Therefore, stopping this. So, I mean, Kuroko shows that he really is smarter than he looks, and he is goddamn badass. And Kagami's dunking over Akashi like that, that was satisfying. I must say though that when the two Akashias were arguing, that was actually creepy. Way creepy. But I guess a person with multiple personality disorder really shows like that. Well, give me your thoughts if you have any.